If anyone don't have recording permissions, let me know. Right, okay. So here it is showing different error. I'll tell you how to troubleshoot this error. Okay, as of now, I am just fixing this error. SB underscore who to. Don't worry about it. Okay, don't worry about it. I'll tell you again. So if the model database is open, so usually it will throw the error. Okay. Yes, you can see here model database is open here with 55 session. What I'll do, I'll kill this session, kill 55. Okay, so that model database session will be closed. Then I can create the database. Okay, right. So this is the session and let me run it. Okay, right. So now if you see create database is successful. Okay, create database sales is successful. But if you see here, I don't see the new database. Why? I just created the database. You can see here command completed successfully. But I can see the new databases and all here. Sorry.
Let's refresh it, sir.
Yeah, okay, very good. Okay. If you refresh, you can see the new sales database here. This is how user databases look like. This is how user databases will look like. You can see here, the database is created sales database. But even though if I don't give any of these options, any of these values, I still able to create the database with a simple query create database name. But you have to provide all these values. Without providing all these values, it will not allow you to create the database. But how I created the database means, remember one thing, whenever you run any queries, SQL Server database engine will provide some default options. Don't think right like only this query ran on your SQL Server. Don't think like that. SQL Server added some parameters to this query and it ran that query so that it was created the sales database. Okay. So whenever you are writing any queries, don't think only that query will be executed. If any default options are, these are all default options. No need to provide. These are all default options. No need to provide by yourself. Okay. In the organization, sometimes users will ask you to create the database. They will provide the script, this much script they will provide. Don't wonder, okay, why they give this much script to create the database. I can easily create database name, right? Why this much script they gave? Don't wonder, don't shock. And also it is a common practice in the organization. If you script out the database, okay, usually you will get all these options. If you are creating manually or GUI using GUI option, simply you have to provide the database name. No need to provide all these things. But in the organization, sometimes you will get a request to please create a database using this script. They will provide this script. So don't worry why this much big script is there to create the database and all. This is a common practice. SQL Server will add you some default options to the script. Okay, so that you have to run the script to create the database. If you are creating locally or else if you are creating for practice and all, you can simply create a database with this command create database name. Clear? Any doubts, any issues? Everything is clear, fine. Any doubts? Amani? Anil, Madhvi, Rajesh, Ritesh, Yam,
Sir,
Saujanya.
what is log file? What is
I'll
the
tell you.
use?
I'll tell you. Okay, there is a separate class on the log file. What is the usage of the log file? How log file is going to work? Okay, how log file is divided? Okay, I'll tell you. There is a separate discussion on the log file. Okay, usually you can see log file here. Okay, like this it will be. This is your log file. Yeah, this is your log file. Okay. This is your log file. In your log file, active ELF, inactive ELFs, again log blocks, log records. We have discussion on the log file. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now you got it right. Clear, right? Is it clear? Any issues? How to create the database and all? This is the query to create the database. But what is the GUI method? Okay. Simply we have already opened the window, right? And we have script out, right? So sales is already created. Let me go to this. Okay. This is employee. If again I'm trying to create the sales database, what will be the result? Now I am trying to create again sales database.
Throw error.
It will
Error will come, sir.
error will come. What kind of error will come?
already existing
Already
database.
existed. Okay, database is already existed. That kind of error will come, right? So that's it. So I'm changing the database name, employee database. So this is how we are going to create the database in GUI way. Simply right click on the database, type the database name. That's it. If you want to change any of these values, you can change it. If you don't want to change, okay, you can leave it as it is, right? For log file, we have discussed about data file, right? For log file type will be log, and there is no file group for log file, and initial size is 1 MB, and auto growth is, okay, you can keep the same values, but remember one thing, your log file, okay, is a maximum capacity of 2 terabytes. Data file, there is no maximum capacity. Based on your storage, you can create as much as big data file. Sometimes in the organization 10 TB data files will be there, 20 TB data files will be there, depends upon the storage. But log file, you cannot, okay, the max size of the log file is 2 terabytes only. The max size of the log file is 2 terabytes only. But again, it is going to reuse the log file. No need to create log file every time. Okay, it is going to reuse the log file. I'll tell you what is the usage of the log file and all. But for log file, the limited size will be 2 terabytes. Don't worry if you see limited option here. Okay, right, fine. And these are the same things, right? So now I'm not changing any other things. I'm simply, okay, clicking OK here. So just click on, okay, just go down, click OK here. I'll tell you, okay, if you want to add any other data files and log files, you can simply click on add button. So it will add you data files and log files and all. Okay, and if you see, if you want to remove also, you can select the log file or data file, and you can remove it here. If you see it, it is not allowing us to remove it. To remove, these are the main files, so you cannot remove these data files and log files. If you create any new data file and all, you can remove it. Okay, so I'm going to create one more data file for the employee underscore f1 file 1. Okay, sorry, f1. Okay, like this you can create. As this is user defined file, if you want to remove this data file, you can select the data file and you can remove it. So automatically the new data file will be removed. But these are the default data file and log file. You cannot remove these data files and log files, right? That's it. Click on OK. Now it will allow us to create a employee database. See here, employee database also came. So this is how we are going to create the databases. Okay, fine. Now once I create the database, okay, automatically all the objects will be created. Default objects will be created. If you see here, if you expand the database again, you can see lot of objects, database diagrams, tables, views, synonyms, programmability, service broker, storage, security and all. If you create any new tables and all, if you expand this tables option, you can see the tables. System tables, you don't find any system tables in user databases. User databases means the databases which you are going to create is called user databases. System databases means once you install the SQL server, system databases will come automatically. There are two types of databases: system databases, user databases. System databases will come along with your SQL server installation. User databases, you have to create the databases manually. In the user databases, you don't find any system tables and all. If you create any new tables, once you expand this tables option, you can see the tables will be added under this tables tree. Okay, right, now what we'll do, we'll create a table today and we'll close the session. Okay, let me create a sample table now. Now I want to create a table in the employee database. I want to create a table in the employee database. So if I run any query here, if you see here, master database, if I simply create any table here, it will be created in the master database. But our criteria, our priority is we want to create a table in the employee database. Now I want to change the master database to employee database. How can I do that? Select this option, select the employee database. In this way you can change it. Or else we have one query. What is that query? Use database name. If I want to change from employee to master, use master. Now if you run this query, see here, it is showing employee now, right? I'm executing this query, it will be changed to master database. So remember one thing, very important thing. Whenever you are executing any queries, make sure on which database you are executing the queries. Make sure on which database you are executing the query. Very, 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 very important. Sometimes they will ask us to create some objects. They will ask us to delete some objects. They will ask us to update some objects. Objects means tables, anything. So in such case, if you blindly run the script on any database, it will lead to the, okay, what we can say, that's it, that will be the final day in the office. Okay, so very critical thing, whenever you are running the queries, make sure on which database you are running that query. Double check it on which database you are running that query. So a customer asked to create tables in the employee database. He gave one script. Unfortunately, you just run that script in the master database. It will create the tables but not in the employee database. It will create the tables in the master database. Okay, again, very serious thing. So don't run the scripts blindly. Check the database, on which database it is running. Sometimes on the script you can find this is the first line. They will mention the database name in the script itself. The first line of the script will be use database name. Okay, then the script will follows. But sometimes users will not mention the database name. In that case, you have to ask on which database I have to run this script. They will provide the database details and all. Select the database, run that script on that database only, particularly star mark. Again and again, cross check it on which database you are running any script. Got it? How to change the database name? Either you can change from this drop down. Imagine you have 100 databases. It will be very difficult to, okay, select the database name here. Or if you simply know the database name, simply type here employee, you can get it. Or else if you want to use query method, use sales database. Okay, in that way also you can simply, okay, change the database name here. Okay, if you want to see, this is my whole script. This is my whole script. If you don't select anything, if you simply run alt x or execute button, it will try to execute all those things. But in this script, if you want to execute only a specific portion, select that specific portion which you want to execute and execute it. Of course, it will throw error. Sales databases already exist. Okay. So if you have a script, if you want to execute the whole script at a time, no need to select anything. If you have multiple queries in that script, which query you want to execute, you have to select that query and you have to execute that query so that it will execute successfully. If you execute all at a time, it will try to execute all three queries at a time so that it will throw error. See here, I'm executing. Now I'm not selecting anything, I'm executing now. Okay, it will throw, see here, one row is affected and the database sales is already, okay, exists. And if you go to results section, you can see the version came and it is again try to create the database and again it changed the, see for example, now I'm changing to employee. Now again I'm running the three queries. Okay, see here, one row is affected. Okay, one output and again sales database is already existed. And if you see here Microsoft, this is the version. And if you see here, the database name changed from employee to sales database. So make sure on which database you are running the query. Okay, very important, right? Now I want to create a table in the employee database. Okay, now I have to open a connection from the employee database, right? How can I open? Simply use database name or select the database name from the drop down. Okay, now I just open the connection from the employee database. I want to create a table now in the employee database. I want to create an employee table. What is the syntax for creating the table? Very simple syntax, don't worry at all. The syntax is
Create table name.
very good. That's it. What you want to create? Create table, right?
Table.
Just a type table and you have to provide the name, right? Table name. Imagine I am providing the table name as employee. This is my table name. Okay. But what is meant by table? If you ask me, what is meant
Fields.
by table? Fields. Okay, very good. Any other terminologies related to the table? Very good, excellent. Okay. Table is a collection of rows and columns. Rows means records, columns means fields. Table is a collection of rows and columns. Okay. Forget about the rows. Table is a collection of columns first. So you have to mention column name, right? What kind of columns I have to mention in the table name? You have to first think it. Okay, employee table. Without column names, you cannot create the table, right? So first you have to Okay, provide the column names. Usually what kind of columns will be there for employees? Tell me.
Employee name, employee ID,
Very good, excellent.
salary,
Salary,
joining date.
joining date. Very good. That's it. That's fine. Okay. We'll have employee name, employee date. Okay, sorry, employee ID. That's fine. So now we'll create the table with your columns. Okay. So what I have to do, I have to provide the column names here. Okay. Just okay. Open this kind of brackets. Okay. Employee name. I'm going to provide first employee ID. Don't give any spaces. I'm just giving like this. Employee ID, see here, this is my column name and what kind of values it has to accept. This employee ID,
Integer.
what kind of values? Yes, we have data types. We have some data
Numbers.
types. Okay, in
Integer.
SQL Server, we have data types. What is the data type? What kind of data it is going to accept? Okay, we have different data types: integer, character, var, var
Varchar.
binary. Okay, var max, var binary max, var max, var binary max, and date data type, money data type, float data type, double data type, time data type. Okay, these are all different data types. Say for example, now I want to create a table with employee ID. Usually employee ID will be what? Number, right? So for
Integer.
that I have to
Integer.
provide, yes, integer. Okay, next is I want to provide the employee name, right? So employee name, what kind of data it has to accept? Character
Varchar.
or
Character
varchar?
or varchar.
Varchar.
Anything we can give. Very good. Okay, character or varchar we can give. And joining date, if you want to mention joining date, what kind of data type it will accept?
Date.
Date data
Date.
Date.
type. Okay, and
Date.
salary, if you want to mention the salary, okay, what kind of data type it will accept? Money. Okay, you
Money.
have to simply provide the money
Money.
data type
We
and
can
all.
give varchar.
We can
No,
give
not
integer also.
varchar, float you can give. Okay, integer also you can give, but again float you can give. Money is there, we have money data type, you can give money. Okay, right, very good, I'm happy for that. Okay, right, so employee ID is integer. I am creating a table with employee ID, employee name, emp name. Okay, varchar of something like 100 characters I am giving. Okay, and salary, I am giving salary column. Okay, what is the salary data type? Money. I am simply mentioning money. If you want, you can create a date of joining, different columns and all. This is my table with a simple three columns. This is my table with a simple three columns. Employee ID is one column, employee name is one column, and employee salary is one column. Okay, we have three different columns here. Right, now let me execute this. Select it. If you want, you can select the whole query like this. It will take time, or else place your cursor here. Your cursor will change. Okay, select here. The whole line will be selected. Now make sure you are creating your employee table in your employee database. If I select different database, again the table will be created in the different database. Now I am executing this query. Now if you see here, command completed successfully. If you just see here, if you expand here, you don't see any table. Why I can't see my employee table now? I have created the table in the employee database only, but I cannot see the table, employee table.
Again refresh.
Refresh it. Okay, every time you have to refresh. Okay, if you see here, now you can see the table, right? dbo.employee. Okay, so like this you can create the table dbo.employee. Dbo is the schema name. Again, if you don't provide any schema name, automatically the tables will be created in the dbo schema. Clear? Any issues, any doubts how to create the table and all? Now I want to see what and all records are there in this table. What is the query for that? I want to see the records in this table.
Select star from
Select a
table
star
name.
from table name.
Very good. Okay, select a star from table name. What will be my table name? Employee is the table name. And if you see here, employee, okay, so you can select employee table name here. Okay, so now let me run the query. Select star from employee, right? This is my table name, right? So right, I am just running this query. Select star from employee will give you the output. Okay, now it is throwing an error, invalid object name employee.
You
We
run
have
in sales
Database.
Okay, very good. Okay,
You have to
excellent.
change
Okay,
database.
so we have to change. Why? Because I have created the table in the employee database, but I am running this query in the sales database. In the sales database, there is no such table, right? So you have to change the table as a database name from sales to employee. Okay, then only you have to run this query. Then you can see employee ID, employee name, and salary. So you can see three columns. Okay, a table name with the three columns: employee ID, employee name, and employee salary. All right. So as of now, I just created a table, blank table. I didn't inserted any values and all. So that's why you can only see the column names. You don't see any other values. Now what I'll do, I'll try to insert two, three records. Okay. Or else let me insert all of you. Okay. As of now, 7 members are there. Okay. 8 members are there. Let me insert all of you. Okay, right? So how to insert? What is the query to insert the
Insert
values?
into
Insert into
table
table
values
name
of.
value.
Very good. Okay, very good. Insert into table name. What will be your table name? Employee.
Employee
Insert table, insert into table name values. You have to, these are the
values.
keywords. Okay, syntax, we can say syntax. So I want to give values. One, something like, okay, we'll go with the students. Okay, as per this list here, who is the first? Amani. Okay, with A, we'll go with A, Amani. Okay, sorry. Okay, so whenever you are giving a character value, make sure you are keeping it a,
Column.
yes,
Sorry,
okay,
column.
single quotes. You have to provide single quotes. This is a character data type, right? You have to give in this way. Okay, you have to provide these single quotes. Okay, then only you have to give character data and all. Amani, comma, his salary is, imagine his salary is $1,10,000. Okay, $1,10,000. Right, fine. I'm just closing it. Amani, is that fine for you? $1,10,000, or you need more?
No problem.
Right, I'm just copy pasting all the records at a time. I want to add 8 records, right? So let me check how many records are this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, fine. I just copied 8 times. Now I'll change it. Every record I'm going to change it. Okay. Second record. Okay, who is the second student here? And Anil Kumar. After Amani, Anil Kumar. Okay, I'll give as Anil. Anil. Okay. So I'll give you 8 lakhs package. Okay. 8 lakhs package for you. And this is my third record. Okay. And here, who is the next person? Let me keep it aside. Madhavi. Okay. Madhavi. Madhavi. Okay. So for you, I'm giving same 8 lakhs package. Okay. And next person is Rajesh. Okay. And 8.5 lakhs, 8 lakh 50,000 I'm giving you. Okay. And then Ritesh. Okay. Ritesh, let me change this as well. Fourth record and fifth record. Okay, Ritesh, I am giving you 7 lakhs 50,000. Okay. And this is my sixth record. Okay. After Ritesh, we have money, Saujanya, money. Okay. After Ritesh, we have Saujanya, money. Okay, we have money, and I'm giving you 9 lakhs package. Okay. And seventh record. Okay. Here, Saujanya, again I'm giving you 9 lakhs package. Okay, so in this way I just edited. Okay, now I am trying to run all these, okay, inserts at a time. Right, now let me run it. Okay, just run it. Now if you can see, one row affected, one row affected, one row affected, like this. You can see if 8 rows are there, you can see 8, one row, one row, one row, like that 8 times. Okay, now I'll see the records. Okay, how to run the records, I mean, like how to see the records. Select star from employee. If you run it, you can see all the, okay, values here. You can see here, right? So one Amani, again I just ran 2 times, so that's why Amani came 2 times. Okay, if you see here, almost all 8 records are there. One Amani, and salary is $1,10,000, and this is the second one is Anil, 8 lakh. Third one is Madhavi, 8 lakhs. Okay, sorry, Madhvi. It seems it is an 80,000. Okay, and this is your fourth record, Rajesh, 8,50,000. Like this, you can insert the values and also this is how. So if you give only, if you give star mark here, it will give you all the records in the table. Imagine you have 1 lakh records in your table. If you use select star from table name, it will show you all 1 lakh records in the output. No, no, no. I don't want all 1 lakh records. I want a record with Amani name. I want a record with Anil name. I want to generate a list like with Anil name, who and all Anil, how many Anils are there in my employees? In 1 lakh employees, how many Anils are there? I want to generate a report. I want to get the records of all the Anil, or else I want to get the employees, those who are drawing more than 8 lakh salary, or those who are drawing more than 1 lakh $10,000 salary, or I want to generate a record are records those whose names are starting with A, whose names are starting with M, whose names are starting with S. These and all conditions. You can filter the data using these conditions. For that, we are going to use classes. Classes, CLAUSE class. We have where class. By using that where class, you can filter the data easily. Okay, or else I don't want all these columns. I want to only employee name and salary column. Okay, so how to do that? These things and all we are going to discuss in the next class, tomorrow's class. Is it fine? Clear? Any issues? Any doubts?
Clear, sir.
Okay, if you have any doubts, just let me know. Amani, is it fine?
Oh, good.
Yeah, okay. Anil,
Question
Madhavi.
confusing.
Sorry, Anil, what?
Yes, fine, fine.
Okay, okay. Madhavi?
Fine, sir.
Okay, again, Saujanya,
Yes, sir.
Ritesh, Mani.
Fine, sir. Yeah.
Okay, okay, very good. Okay, right. Today's assignment is okay. Create a student table. Let me give you. Okay, create a database with student name. Saujanya, yeah, sure. Today I'm going to forward you the recordings, previous class recordings as well. But again, don't wait for me. Okay, you can find all those recordings in my YouTube channel. Okay, class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, everything what and all we have discussed, everything we just uploaded in the YouTube. Of course, not our classes, the previous classes and all. Just go to my YouTube channel. There you can find. Don't wait for me. I'll send it. Okay, but again, don't depend
Okay.
on me. Don't wait for me. I am going to like we have already uploaded the same classes in the YouTube. Just go to YouTube and type SQL DBA classes, and you can see this is our okay channel. Go to this channel SQL DBA classes, and here if you go here, go to video section, okay, and go down little bit down. There you can see class 1, class 2, class 3. See here, okay. From here, DBA class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4, class 5, class 6. Last classes you can see here, okay, versions of classes, right? So this is your last classes, SQL Server build number, and how to install VirtualBox, and how to create a virtual machine, how to set up remote access, how to install SQL Server part 1, how to install SQL Server part 2, how to install SQL Server part 3, and again post installation. Of course, we have to discuss post installation. Tomorrow we'll discuss about the post installation steps. These are the post installation steps and instance aware. See here, today's class, create database in SQL Server. Okay, this is your today's class and all right. So don't wait for me. Of course, I'm going to send you the recordings. The problem with my recordings is again I have to rename all the recordings. I have to rename it, I have to collect it, I have to send it to you. Okay, so till yesterday we have an internet issue. Now no issues are there. I'm going to forward all those recordings, pending recordings for all of you. Okay, don't worry at all.
Thank you, sir.
Right, so those who don't yeah, those who don't downloaded the softwares and notes, please download it as early as possible. Okay, and again, once I shared the recordings, please download the recordings. Okay, why? Because due to the space issues in the drive, I am going to delete the recordings after 1 month, like that. Please don't wait. Okay, whenever I just forward you all the recordings, download it. create a separate folder, keep it in that folder and go through those recordings and all. Again, don't share these recordings with anyone, which will increase your competition. Okay, fine. That's it for today. We'll discuss, okay, remaining things in the next class. That is tomorrow's class. Okay.
Bye.
Fine. Yes, yes, yes. Bye, Amani. Thank you all. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Yeah, bye.